Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers and scumbags and you motherfucking pieces of shit? Peter Gilmore here for a Friday evening, getting close to Friday night video on your 2 for Friday. I will be doing another video later on my main channel for your SmackDown. Well, really, just SmackDown review after SmackDown goes off the air. Well, probably around later tonight. But in any case, welcome to the video right here on the former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadow's Lair. And I'd like to welcome you once again inside the very evil, very dark and scary Shadow's Lair. This is episode number 59 of the Shadow's Lair series. Thank you all for watching. My name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that already. Your tribal god of extreme. And your undefeated, undisputed, extreme heavyweight champion of the world. And one of the best frienders in the business. That's a fact. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down there in my pants. Otherwise known as the description box below on this channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down there. Like I said, don't forget to follow me on, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, go to hell and suck a dick. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell. Basically treat it as like your bitch. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video and you don't miss the next one or the next one after that. And you get notified when I go live or when I do a video or a short or whatever I do. So you don't miss it. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. Pretty much it. You miss it, you're going to have to search my name, my channels, and look up my latest video, my latest live video on my channel. And you can look at old videos too if you want. It's right there. Simple as that. You don't even have to hit the bell again. You just go to my channels and look up my latest video. But it is what it is. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new here, this is your first time watching, you look at my gorgeous, sexy face. Because, I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm sexy. That's why your moms and your girlfriends are in my DMs so much. Because I got the steak. But I digress. But if this is your first time watching, thank you for watching. And if you like the content, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button to death, and hell, leave a comment or 2, or 3, 5, 10, 30, I don't care. But if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to get more. And welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoy the ride, because it's very even, very dark and bumpy. So strap in, sit down, grab a fucking cold one, as always, you know, Pepsi. So it is what it is. Grab a cold one, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And if you don't, well, get the fuck off. That's all I gotta say about that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday evening, like I said, getting close to Friday night, the sun's just about gone down right now. Not dark yet. That'll be in about another 20, 30 minutes from now. But if you live in Florida or other states, the sun's going down right before 8 o'clock, not even summer yet. So here in New York, it gets, by the time it gets to 9, it's summertime, it's going to be like around 8:30, getting around 8:45, close to 9 o'clock by June, probably around June, early July, and then it goes back, back down, to 7, 6 o'clock, and then by November it's like 4:30, 4:45 when the sun goes down. But it is what it is. But first full week of spring, the first full weekend of spring is now upon us. I hope you have a great weekend, everybody. And if not, well, too bad. Make the most of it, at least. But it is what it is. And that's that. But on this pretty nice, not too cold Friday night, March the 24th, 2023, right here on the Shadows Lair, episode 59. Once again, my name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that. Anyway, it is time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 6 days away from baseball season. It's back. I can't wait. I'm really waiting this season, but it's almost here. We got 2 more spring training games left tomorrow and Sunday, and then we're off all the way to Tuesday. Well, not Tuesday, sorry, Thursday. So this coming Thursday begins the 2023 ML season, and as always, right before the season starts, I give you my 2023 season preview for the season. Talk about the Mets, talk about the Yankees, and talk about the other teams in the divisions. Gives you a little bit, statistics and analysis. Gives you my, preliminary predictions for the season for all the divisions. Gives you my early wildcard predictions and World Series predictions. So we got all that. So it's going to be a huge show. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time because I got to watch SmackDown in about 45 minutes. So trying to get this done pretty quick. But anyway, like I said, Thursday begins the MLB 2023 season. Coming off a big season last year, which saw the Houston assholes once again win another championship by beating those goddamn Philadelphia Filthies, which made us New Yorkers very happy. But ending their little Cinderella run in 6 games, and the Astros won, I think, their 3rd title in the last 5 years. Coming off a good season, Dusty Baker finally gets a fucking title! So, big ups to him. And now the assholes, once again, defend their title going into this 2023 season. But it's a little bit different for those Astros. I mean, they still have a great team. I'll get to them in a minute. But this should be a pretty interesting season. With new rule changes, it's going to be crazy as shit, like my good friend Jay Briscoe used to say. And as always, we have to pay homage to Jay Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy! We got that. So, the new rule changes, we got the pitch count, which is ridiculous. It's like we're watching minor league baseball because that's where it originated. So, basically, we got a 30-second pitch count for the pitcher, and they have to get ready, I think, by... I think it's 13 seconds they have to pitch, or 8, I think it's 8 to 13 seconds they have to get ready, and the batter has to get ready by around 8 seconds too, or also get a strike. In the pitcher's case, they get it's a ball. And this is just to speed up the game. I understand that, and a lot of games have been ending around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So, you go to the ball game, you get your beer, you get your soda, and then by the time it's like, oh, shit, 9 o'clock? Fuck! Game starts at 7, 9 o'clock comes, oh shit, it's over. That was quick. Unless it goes to extra innings, of course. With that stupid ghost rule, this guy on second, that's still there, which is ridiculous. They need to get rid of that. But yeah, the pitch count, has been implemented, during this season, and during the spring, there's been a lot of, teams are still trying to get used to it, and it has cost teams games, especially in the 9th inning when there's like a tie game, and they got guys on first and second, about to, about to win the game, and then next thing you know, you lose, you either tie the game ends in a tie, because of spring training, or if a stupid pitch count crap. So teams are starting to get used to it. The fans are getting used to it. I'm trying to get used to it. I think it's boring. I like long games. I don't mean long games, like 16, 18 innings. But, you know what I mean? It's exciting. I want to get this game over with. I want to go home. It's the 18th inning. Come on. But it is what it is. But, this season we're going to see a lot of shorter games. Maybe we'll see an hour and 45-minute game, maybe an hour and a half game. I doubt that, but depending if it's a pitcher's duel and like one of those 1-0 games. Two good pitchers pitching, and next thing you know, the team wins 1-0. The game is like an hour and 45 minutes. So I think it's kind of a ratings thing. It's like, oh, we don't want 2.5-hour games, 3-hour, 4-hour games. But I think this whole thing with the pitch count. I think it hurts the pitcher in a way because he has to get ready, and he's like, I got something in my eye. I gotta wipe my brow. I got so much sweat. And with the pitch comm, too. I can't hear you! And the batter has to get ready. He's scratching his nuts. He's adjusting his cup. Adjusting his freaking batting glove. You can't do that! You gotta do it quick! Once you get a strike. And you're gonna be in the hole, like 0-1 or 0-2, and you're like, what? You're arguing with the ump, like, pitch count, asshole. So it's going to be interesting how it gets implemented. Another rule change, they finally got rid of the shift. So players hitting into into the outfield, will be an easy single this year. So a lot of people are going to get a lot of hits, and they can't use the shift on guys like Harper or even Alonso, Lindor, guys like that. Can't use the shift anymore. So you can't put everybody on the right or left side of the infield where a guy can just bunt and get a single easily when they don't think about that. But now without the shift, it's going to be a lot of hits, a lot of singles that would be outs last year, or the last couple years. So the shift is gone. The base paths are kind of different. They're like all square now. That looks like a Wendy's hamburger. I think they're 12 or 14 inches around. I think I don't remember how much it is, but in any case, we got that. Should be interesting. I don't know if there's any other rule changes. I think the challenges are still around. The reviews and shit, which take a little bit more time, which sucks. I think that's it. Calling timeout and going to the mound. With that's still there, I think. But it's gonna be some interesting stuff. Let's just say that. So, get ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. You might get pissed off with the pitch count crap because it could cost your team the game. And you're going to rant and complain on talk radio. I hate the pitch count. Why is it here? What's going to happen on talk radio. So, we'll see how it happens with that. All right, let's get into the local teams. And as always, because I'm biased, let's get into the New York motherfucking Mets. Who, had a pretty damn good season, and at the last weekend of the season, they had a big lead. I think they had almost a 10-game lead on the Braves around the All-Star break, and what did they do? July and August comes, fuck the shit, they fucked the bed, and we're still in first place all the way into the end of the season, the last weekend of the season, and they got swept by the Braves, because of injuries. Marte's injury was a dagger to the Mets, and the GOAT pitched like crap. Bassett pitched like crap, and Scherzer pitched like crap. That whole series, crap. But anyway, they ended up 101 wins, which is great. A lot of people didn't think the Mets would get 100 wins. But 101 and 61. Now, they tied for the division, but due to the head-to-head, which the Braves won, I think, what did they win by? I think it was 10-9. Yeah, I think it was 10-9 because of that weekend series at the end of the year. The Braves won the division by head-to-head. They won. They got the first-round bye, and then they lost to the Phillies. But the Mets got I think the first or second first or second wild card, because they had a big lead on basically everybody. And then they faced the Padres and lost in 3 games, which was horrible because the team they had should have swept this motherfucker team. They only won game 2, which was at home. Barely. They stunk in game 1, and then game 3, Bassett just stunk the joint up, and I was like, this shit is done. So, a good season, just, couldn't punch that ticket. You know what I mean? But an amazing year for Billy Epler and not Sandy Alderson, sorry, Uncle Stevie, getting a lot of pieces to the puzzle. That didn't really fit. DeGrom was hurt most of the year. He comes back around August. Pitched decently, not too great stuff for the end of the season. Scherzer got hurt again. Bassett got hurt. McGill, who had a pretty good first half, got hurt, and then he came back and sunk up the joint. Peterson, once again, fucking gets hurt. I mean, so many injuries. I mean, Marte at the end hurt so bad. Because I think if Marte didn't get hurt, I think the Mets would have won that division. You never know. But a lot of things happened last year. And, coming off the offseason, there were a lot of questions, especially with DeGrom re-signing, but he did not. He went to the Texas Rangers, and now he's hurt. What a waste that was. So, as much as I'd love to go, DeGrom had a lot of great years here, except for the last couple of years, because of injuries and shit. Damaged goods, send him out. Goodbye. Good luck in your future endeavors in Texas. Not that the Texans are gonna win that division. I doubt it. But DeGrom is still hurt. I don't know. We don't know when he's coming back to pitch for the Rangers, if at all. I think he is. I have to look at that. I'm not sure. I think he is going to be pitching this. I'm not going to look it up, but I don't know if he's off the injured list or he's going to pitch later on this season. I don't know. But that's a big pickup for Texas. Then they got another guy in free agency. But it is what it is. So that was out of the question. So they needed a big time pitcher, and kind of got it with Kodai Senga from Japan, who's going to be the number 3 starter. Had a pretty decent spring, nothing great. They got Justin Verlander from the Assholes. That's big. He's going to be the number 2 starter. Behind Scherzer, of course, and Max Scherzer is starting opening day in Miami this Thursday, and Justin Verlander will pitch on Saturday. David Peterson or Tyler McGill will pitch game 2, and then Kodai Senga will pitch game 4, and that's next Sunday. And then the first game of the Milwaukee series, which is next Monday, will be Cookie Carrasco. So we got that. So Justin Verlander will pitch opening day at Citi Field against the Marlins. Yeah, against the Marlins, April what date is that? April the 6th in Citi Field, which has a brand bigger scoreboard, which is great. I think they moved the fences in a little bit, which is nice. They have new food at Citi Field. They got donuts. At Citi Field. So I want to get go to a ball game. You want to go to Shake Shack. You want to get a Pepsi or a beer or whatever you want to get. And then like they have a lot of sweets and stuff. The usual ice cream. Now they got donuts. And I think they got a triple decker burger. They got a lot of things they showed yesterday. And tomorrow is amazing day for all the Met fans. They have to wear your Met gear. So I'm gonna find my Met gear. I'm not gonna go out, of course, but because it's raining here tomorrow. I was supposed to have go out tomorrow, but it's gonna rain. So I'm gonna stay home and wear my Met gear and watch some TV. So I'm off on the weekend. But yeah, I think there's some promotion tomorrow that if you wear your Met gear, you get like tickets or something like that. I don't even know what it is, but look at all that. But in any case, yeah. So getting Justin Verlander, I thought it was a big acquisition. I think he signed for 3 years. Got that. They re-signed Brandon Nimmo for I think 5 years. That was good. He did get hurt about a few days ago, about a week or so ago, with knee and ankle tenderness, but he's going to be back in the lineup tomorrow. So, going to watch it a little bit because you can't lose Nimmo because that's the top of the order, and he's like the speedster, so you can't lose that. Another big signing was Jeff McNichols, McHits, McNuggets, whatever you want to call him, the squirrel. They re-signed him to a couple-year deal, which is good. But the big one was Edwin Diaz, the best closer in the game now, not of all time, because we all know that's fuck him, by the way, and fuck the Yankees. But yeah, the Mets got the closer, 5-year deal with an option for a 6th year for Edwin Diaz. So he's going to be the Mets closer for years to come, but we all know what happened. If you watch my video about the World Baseball Classic, my epic rant about that, Diaz got hurt, season-ending knee surgery. He tore his PCL, his patella. He's out, but the Mets are trying to, do everything they can to maybe have him come back in September or maybe the playoffs. That's a stretch. Oh, they're Uncle Stevie because, he hired a physical trainer, a chef, nutritionist. He's doing everything he can to get Edwin Diaz back on that mound by the end of this year. I don't think he is. I think it's just, sign the contract, wait till 2024, and hopefully just get better. As far as the World Baseball Classic, get rid of it. It's garbage. Has had good games, and I think it ended already. I know Japan beat the fuck out of the United States the other night. That's why Alonso's back. But it is what it is. So I don't even know who's in the World Baseball Championship. I think it's Japan and, I don't know, some other country. I care less. But in any case, they re-signed Diaz, which was great. But now he's out for the year. That hurts the bullpen. Now, David Robertson, who they picked up in free agency. Let me just check. Yeah, they got him from the Phillies. So I would think he's going to be the 9th inning guy, along with Adam Ottavino, who he went in the free agency, but they brought him back. They got Brooks Raley from the Rays. He got hurt during the spring. He got hurt during the World Baseball Classic. But he should be another good piece to the bullpen. They got Jose Quintana, who was supposed to be the 4th or 5th guy, but he got hurt. He's gonna be out a couple months. I think they said 3 months. So now Tyler McGill and David Peterson are kind of fighting for that 5th spot. But, Peterson has done okay, not great. McGill has been pretty good. So, pick your poison for the number 5 starter. We got that. They did get Carlos Correa, that big trade they got. But then it fell through with the stupid physical crap. So, we had him. We had a third baseman. The third baseman next to Lindor and McNichols and Alonso. That would have been an epic infield. But, Correa being a bitch, that he is. He went back to Minnesota. So what do you want to do? It happens. He was about to go to the Giants, and then the fiscal was all messed up, and Uncle Stevie said, I'm going to get him 5-year deal, whatever it was. We had him. We were about to, announce him on the press conference and everything, and next thing we know, he's gone. Back to Minnesota. Oh, well. So we got that. Also in free agency, they got Omar Narvaez. I think it was Navarro for a second. Omar Narvaez from the Brewers. So he's going to be the everyday catcher next to Tomas Nido. As far as Alvarez goes, Francisco Alvarez is going to once again be raking and beating the shit out of that ball in probably Syracuse or wherever he's going to play. Maybe coming up near the end of the season, but he's going to be the catcher of the future, most likely. But we'll have to see what happens with that. Like I said, Senga from Japan, I think he's going to have a good year. Probably 10 to 13 wins. I think Verlander and Scherzer, 13 to maybe 15, 18 wins together. That's going to be a lethal 1-2 if they stay healthy. Well, Scherzer if he stays healthy. And Verlander too, because he's injury prone here and there. But, losing to DeGrom, a lot of Met fans were pissed, like I was. But then again, I thought about it. I'm like, if he did come back, you run the risk of him getting hurt again, possibly getting Tommy John surgery because that elbow is so fucked up. So Texas, that's your problem now. Conforto leaving, he went to the Giants. They were thinking about bringing him back, maybe to play right field at a platoon with Marte. James McCann left, went to the Orioles. Otaku's gonna be like so happy now. Have fun with that. Bassett went to the Blue Jays. Taijuan Walker went to the Phillies. So wait till he comes to New York. He's gonna get booed up. Well, maybe a mixed reaction. I just hope the Met offense beat the fuck out of him. Because fuck the Phillies and fuck the Braves. Fuck you, JD. And that's that. Trevor Williams went to the Nationals. So not that the Nationals are going anywhere because their team is garbage. Seth Lugo went to the Padres. They re-signed Machado to like 1,000 years. And we could have had Machado. We still have a shot at Ohtani maybe next year. If it happens, it happens. I don't know. Who else? Dom Smith, had a pretty decent year. He's now on the Nationals. Oh, God, if he beats us in one game, I'm going to have a fit. And that's pretty much it for that. So, the offense looks pretty good. Alonso coming off a big year. Not a big year, about 30 home runs. I think he's going to have a good year. I would say around 30, maybe 40 home runs. We got that. McNeil. Lindor had a pretty damn good year last year. I think this is his third year as a Met in that big 10-year deal he has. So I think he's going to have a good year. Corn, Mark Canha, pretty good season last year. Got hit a lot. Mets were number one in the league for getting hit. And they've been hit this year too. So you can only imagine how many hit by pitches they get this year. And Buck's going to be pissed. That's Buck Showalter for you dumb people at home. Coming into his second year. Manager of the year last year. Which is awesome. Not Mike Awesome, but, why did you say my name? Get out of here, Mike. This is baseball, not wrestling. Ah, fuck. All right, get out of here. Sorry. Anyway. Corn should have a good year. Nimmo, if he stays healthy, still a lot of hopefully still a lot of bases if he can learn how to slide properly. I'm like, dude, how do you get hurt on a slide? I mean, I look at when he got hurt on that slide, I'm like, it looked like a freaking Little League slide. I'm like, bleh, what are you doing? But anyway, Marte coming off the injury last year, didn't really play much. I haven't seen much of him. He did hit a home run this spring. So hopefully he can stay healthy because that's going to be a big piece of the Mets offense. Omar Narvaez, power hitter, hit a big home run today in that spring training game in Tampa Bay where the Mets destroyed the Rays 11-2. Alonso hit a home run, of course. And then DH, you got Daniel Vogelback, or as we call him now, Cheeseburger, not Hoagie Vogie. We call him Cheeseburger now, if you watch that commercial. An epic commercial, by the way. So, you still have him as DH. They still have Eduardo Escobar, who can platoon on with third base. But, they got Brett Beatty, who was raking this spring. I can only hope he can transfer that to the season. So, a platoon between Beatty and Escobar would be okay. DH, Vogelback will probably be maybe the everyday DH, or you might, put Alonso there, put Lindor there. Maybe put Escobar, Beatty there. You can switch up a little bit. We got that, and we'll see what happens with that. But all in all, I think the Mets have a good, if Diaz didn't get hurt, I think the Mets would have won the division. But with him hurt, the offense has to pick it up, and the pitching has to pick it up, and really the bullpen has to pick it up. But I think the Mets are still a contender for the NL East. A definite wild card. I think if they don't win the division, they will definitely get one of those 3 wild cards. Hopefully the first wild card, but we'll see how they do. They won 101 games last year. I don't think they're going to get 101 this year, or around 100. I think I'm going to go with 85 to 95 wins this year. But we'll have to see. Anything can happen in this wacky world of baseball. But anyway, looking at the schedule, they open up in Miami on Thursday. Big 4-game series. March 30th, 31st, April 1st, and 2nd. So if you're watching WrestleMania, might be a little tough because you have to go back and forth like I do, especially next Saturday and Sunday. Then they go to Milwaukee, which means the good land, to face the Brewers, 3-game series. Then they come home for the big home opener, April the 6th, at home at Citi Field. Justin Verlander will be pitching that game against the Miami Marlins for a 3-game series. April 6th, they have April 7th off. And then they have that Saturday and Easter game. And then they're home against the Padres for 3 games. Then they go to the West Coast. They have 3 games in Oakland because they're facing the AL West this year in interleague play. Then they got 3 games against the Dodgers. So that's going to be, I am dreading that series. Holy shit. Then they got 4 games against the San Francisco Giants. So they're going to see Conforto. That's that. Then they come home on April the 25th. Big 3-game series against the Washington Nationals. Then they end the month of April with a big 4-game series against JD and his ugly, disgusting Braves. And then that's it. The Subway Series, when they play the Yankees, June the 13th and 14th at home at Citi Field. And then after the All-Star break, July the 25th and 26th at that construction site in the Bronx. And then they end the season at home against the Phillies on October the 1st. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, Mets, with the injury to Diaz, I hope, a lot of people saying on Twitter today that Gyrus Familia, you mean La Familia, which means I blow games a lot. They're thinking of bringing him back. Do I want it? Not really. Because he was on the Diamondbacks and they just, released him. Oh, well. So, a third reunion with La Familia. If he can get back to what he did in 2015, yeah, I'll take him. But if he's going to stink up the joint like he did in 16, 17, 18, don't want him. I don't want him. I'd rather roll a dice with Robertson and Ottavino and Brooks Raley. That's it. And all the other middle relief guys I got. I'd rather roll the dice and say, and put all the pressure on Ottavino and Robertson. And if Robertson can do what he did with the Yankees and partly with the Phillies, I have nothing to say. Give me 30, maybe 40 saves. That's it. And Ottavino, save some games too, please. Good pitcher, pitch for the Yankees, pitch for the Red Sox. He can do what he has to do. He can do his job. But in any case, I get, I have to get the Metamucil out and the Tums and like, ah! I mean, it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. All right, so that's the Mets schedule and what they did, blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to get into that other team that plays in that construction site, the world's greatest construction site in the Bronx, and that is the New York Yankees, who, didn't have a great year. I mean, had a pretty good year. I mean, what did he get? 99 wins, 99-63. Won the division. Yeah, did they win the division? I forgot. But I know they lost. They beat the Guardians in the first round. The Cleveland Guardians. I thought they were going to win. Then they go to the ALDS and got swept. No, ALCS. ALCS I think it was. ALDS, ALCS, I forget which one it was. But anyway, they got swept by Houston. So, a semi-good year that just ended in more heartbreak for you Yankee fans. But it is what it is. Judgy Wudgy, I got to admit, as a Met fan, as a baseball fan, Judgy Wudgy really was the backbone of the Yankees. Without Judgy Wudgy hitting 61 home runs, I don't think the Yankees would have even made the playoffs. Even with Garrett Cole, hot and cold the whole year. Nestor Cortez, very good year, even though now he's hurt. Most of the rest of that rotation was up and down. But really, Judgy Wudgy, who they re-signed to a monster deal, I think it was like 10 years, 300 and somewhat million, I think it was. So Judgy Wudgy, now the captain of the Yankees. We have to see what he does. Can he replicate 61? Possibly. But, that AL East is always going to be a dogfight between the Yankees, the Rays, and the Red Sox. The Red Sox are looking pretty good this year, too. So, as far as the Orioles, sorry, Otaku. Blue Jays, they may contend. They always get off to a hot start and then shit the bed. Same thing as the Rays. They start a little bit hot, but fizzle out. And the Rays got a pretty damn good farm system now. Whew. So, look out. Look out for the Rays. They might be a sleeper team this year. So, we'll see. All right, so let's get to the Yankees. And like I said, they got Judgy Wudgy for 10 years. He's the captain now. So that was one of the big deals that the Yankees got. Another one was Carlos Rondon, who they got from the San Francisco Giants, but now he's hurt. So he's going to be out for a little bit, which kind of sucks for the rotation. Harrison Bader got hurt. Oh well. They lost a lot of, they lost Matt Carpenter. Andrew Benintendi went to the White Sox. Carpenter went to the Padres. Aroldis Chapman, bye-bye, so long, farewell. Well, we don't know where he's going. Who cares? Zach Britton, who the Mets were actually looking at. We could still get him if he doesn't sign with a team between now and the trade deadline. Got that. Chad Green, free agent. Don't know where he went. Yeah, that's that. But looking at the Yankees lineup, pretty decent. Anthony Volpe, I believe they're saying he's going to be the starting shortstop. He's the big-time prospect for the Yankees, with IFK and everything. But anyway, looking at the lineup, Anthony Rizzo, I'm surprised they still have. Gleyber Torres, I thought he left, but anyway. Oswaldo Peraza, who's supposed to be the shortstop, is not going to be. That's going to be Anthony Volpe. Got that. Josh Donaldson coming in for another year. His second year as a Yankee. We'll see what happens with that. Judgy Wudgy, right field, DH. Stanton, still there. Yeah, you still got garbage ass Stanton. Injury prone Stanton who swings like garbage. I think this is his. I don't even hit 31 home runs last year, but really did nothing after that. But he's always injury prone with his leg and forget it. But the outfield, left field is Oswaldo Cabrera or whoever is there, and right field's Judgy Wudgy. Center field is center field was supposed to be Harrison Bader, but now he's hurt for the year. Oh well. So Yankees offense, besides Judgy Wudgy, not great, but he got that. And then the rotation: Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, who's injured right now, Nestor Cortez, who's injured right now, Frankie Montes, who's out for the year. What a waste of a trade that was with Oakland. Holy shit. And the return of Luis Severino. I mean, so the Yankees and the Mets got big time injuries, but with the Yankees, you think that you can shoot them in the foot so many times, but they just like resurrect like the mighty Phoenix. And you can't kill them. But it is what it is. And as far as the relievers, Clay Holmes, who's the closer, was kind of up and down. Jonathan Loaiza, I can't even say his name properly. Tommy Conley, who they got in free agency, and Wandy Peralta. So I think the Yankees will still, once again, always contend. They'll be in the playoffs unless barring a humongous collapse. I can see the Yankees getting around the same as the Mets, 85, 95, maybe close to 100. But I think them and the Red Sox and maybe the Rays are going to fight for that division and wildcard spots. Crazy. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, so the Yankees begin at home at that construction site against the San Francisco Giants, who almost had Judgy Wudgy, and should have got him. Couldn't pull the trigger. Damn it. But anyway. All right, so they have a 3-game series against the Giants at home. And then big 3-game series against those Philadelphia Phillies. We're not going to really help out the Mets early on in the year. Hopefully. We'll see what happens with that. And then they go on their first road trip. 3-game series in Baltimore. And then 3 games in Cleveland against the Guardians. Then come right back for a 4-game series against the Twinkies. Then they play the Los Angeles Assholes of Anaheim with Mike Trout and Ohtani. Don't forget. Then a big 3-game series near the end of April against Toronto. Then they go back on the road, 3 more games in Minnesota. And then a big 4-game series at the end of the year against, well, I would say Jacob deGrom and the Texas Rangers, but we don't know if deGrom's going to be pitching by then. So it is what it is. So we got that. And I mentioned the Subway Series in June 13th and 14th at Citi Field. And then July 25th and 26th at that construction site in the Bronx. Then they end the year in Kansas City. So that's going to be pretty damn interesting this year. And we got all that. And we move on. All right, really quickly, I want to get to the standings in it. Not the stand. I can't even talk. Not the standings. And by the way, I was taking it from the Bible of all sports. That's the 2023 Baseball Almanac. Well, not the Almanac, the statistic book. 2023 yearbook, which you can get at your local Walgreens, or you can even buy it online. You can get, well, I use Lindy's or Athlon Sports. Only $11. Well, it's $11 in the store, but if you get it online, it's like $14. That's with shipping, of course. So we got that. So let's get into the American League East. Red Sox, I think it'll be pretty good. I would say about 90 wins. The Rays, probably around the same. Toronto, they could contend, but I think they'll they get off to a hot start and then shit the bed at the end of the year. But, I think they'll be around 80, maybe 90 wins. As far as Baltimore, Otako's Orioles really didn't do much in pre-agency, so from James McCann, woo! Sorry, Otaku, but another year of disappointment. So I don't think the Orioles are going to go anywhere, so it is what it is. So I would probably say the Yankees might win the division. I hate saying that, but I think it'll be a dogfight, as always. We got that. As far as the AL Central, Cleveland has a pretty decent team. Minnesota, getting Correa back, they'll contend. White Sox got a couple of good pickups. They could contend. Detroit, I'm kind of leaning towards. I don't know right now with Detroit. And then Kansas City. So Central might be maybe a toss-up. We'll have to see what happens with that. As far as the AL West, that's Houston's division to lose. So I think Houston will win the division again. Get to the playoffs again. Could they get to World Series? Possibly. Are we going to get another ALCS against the assholes and the Yankees? That could be possible. Possibly. We'll see. Texas with DeGrom. If DeGrom can come back healthy and pitch like the Cy Young Award winner he was, Texas might have a good shot at a wild card spot. Maybe the division. Maybe. Oakland. I don't know. The Angels. I don't know. With Ohtani and Trout. I don't know. And who else? Seattle. Surprisingly, Seattle made the playoffs last year. But, big epic series they had with, I think, Cleveland, I think it was. That 18-inning game. That was good. So don't count out Seattle. Do not count out Seattle. I think they can have another Cinderella run, but, we'll have to see what happens with that. Okay, then we go to the National League. And like I said, the NL East, I was going to give it to the Mets, but, now with Edwin Diaz hurt for the year, I think the Mets at best could be a second or maybe a third place team. Sorry, Met fans, I'm going to be real. So that division is maybe up for grabs between the the asshole Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. So, it's just a matter of who can get high, the Mets, the Braves, or the Phillies. But I think one or maybe two or maybe all three, like we did last year, all get in the playoffs as either a division winner or a wild card. Got that. The Marlins, they're still rebuilding. So, they're always pesky against the Mets, of course. So that's going to, be a problem for some teams. As far as the Nationals, who cares? I have no faith in the Nationals. I don't. I really don't. Sorry, National fans. I got to be real. I don't see the Nationals. Maybe, I doubt it. Maybe 70 to 82 wins. No, we got about that. But I do see the Braves and maybe the Phillies getting around 100 wins. Maybe more. Who knows? Mets, I said like 85 to maybe 90, 95 wins. And possibly go into the wild card round if they stay healthy. And, we'll see what happens with that. As far as the NL Central, that's a toss-up. I really can't pick a winner. But, if I had, you put me down, sit me down, it's like, hey, who are you going to pick for the Central? Give me it now. Give me what I want. I'm like, I would probably say either the Brewers or the Cardinals. Maybe the Cubs, with Marcus Stroman there, or fuck him. Maybe the Cubs can contend for a wild card spot. I doubt the division, but we'll see. Pittsburgh, I think I have another under 500 year. Reds, maybe. But I think it's going to come down to Milwaukee and St. Louis for that NL Central crown. So as the NL West, that's going to be interesting. I think the Dodgers will win the division. And there's going to be another dogfight between them and the Padres and the Giants. So we'll see what happens with that. Padres got Machado for a long term. Juan Soto for a long term. They got good pitching. Pretty good relief relief pitching as well, so they can, be in a dogfight with the Dodgers and the Giants. Giants, getting Conforto, and not really a big deal, but it is what it is. The Rockies, they're always pesky too. Arizona, I still think they're rebuilding, so I don't see them going anywhere, and that's pretty much it. So that's really it for that. I think my wild card teams for the National League would be the Mets, probably the Phillies. That's two wild cards. The third is probably going to be a toss-up between the NL Central and the NL West. But I do see the Mets. I'm going out on a limb here, Met fans. The Mets will get the second or third wild card. Maybe the first, maybe. We'll see. But I do see them going to the wild card round and hopefully doing some fucking damage. But we'll see. As far as the AL American League wild card, could be the Yankees, could be Boston, could be the Angels, could be Seattle. Maybe the Red Sox, maybe the Rays, who knows? Maybe the Blue Jays, who knows? Cleveland, So it's going to be interesting to see what happens this year. But my preliminary, this is preliminary. It's going to change during the year. My preliminary World Series prediction, I'm going to go with the assholes, once again, getting to the World Series, and facing, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, Astros, Dodgers, once again, I think it happened before, and that's going to be your World Series. Houston and the Dodgers in the World Series later this year. Athlon Sports here has the Yankees going to being the American League champion. Division winners, Yankees, Guardians, and assholes. Wildcard teams, Blue Jays, Rangers, Rays, and the White Sox. So I guess it's four. Oh, yeah, there's four. No, three. Yeah, there's four wildcards, I think. 3 or 4 wildcards. I forget the playoff system. Sorry. So we got that. So Athlon Sports has the Yankees. Let me just see here. Taking on the Braves. That's happened before. When we all know the Yankees won that, and I think it was 98, 99, I think it was. So, got that. Division winners for the East, the Braves, could happen. The Cardinals for the Central, and the Padres winning the West. So, like I said, it's going to be a dogfight. But we'll see. Wildcard teams, Brewers, Dodgers, Mets, and Phillies. So, Athlon Sports, Lindy Sports, excuse me. Usually they're right, usually they're wrong. They have the Braves and the Yankees in the playoffs, in the World Series. But anything can happen with baseball. Let me just put on Fox, because we're about ready for showtime for SmackDown. So we got all that. All right, so that's it for now. Thank you all for watching episode 59 of The Shadows Lair. Let me know your thoughts about the baseball season, what team you like, and where you see the Mets and the Yankees going. Who you think might go to the playoffs and the World Series? Who do you have as your World Series winner? Let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over the internet, and most importantly, subscribe and tap that bell. Basically treat it like it's that baseball. Smack it for a home run. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, I'm going to get ready for SmackDown. And should be a good show. Cody Rhodes is going to be in action against Ludwig Kaiser. Like I give two shits. So we got that. They're going to be in Vegas tonight. Should be an interesting show. 1 week away from WrestleMania. So, WrestleMania pre-weekend. We got all that. All right, it's showtime. So I'm going to get out of here and watch SmackDown. I don't know if Issa's doing her watch-along tonight. If she is, I'm going to go there. And then don't forget, after SmackDown, no Rampage tonight. Guys, don't forget, no Rampage tonight. So, at 10:15, around 10:15, the Wrestling Inc. podcast with Glenn and maybe Alfred and Issa. Who knows who's going to be on that show tonight? So, check it out. Tell them Peter Gilmore sent you. And that's all fine and dandy. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing off. Let's go, Mets. Hopefully have a big year for the Mets. We'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. So, thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, oh well. You're not down with that. You're a hazard. And you can kiss my ass. Because me and the entire prophecy, which is still the greatest force in the world, and we never have lost, and we never will lose, no matter what you motherfuckers say. You can think you got the win, but you haven't won shit. And that's all I got to say about that. So, if you're not down with that, we all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. I'll be back later for my SmackDown review on my Killer Demons channel. But for now, I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Until next time, go fuck yourselves. Peace.